Hi guys, the book I read for review was called RTI in Mathematics. You can pick it up at Amazon for 19.97 or for free at our library. Um, if you're wondering what is RTI, then I suggest, because I did not know what RTI was, but I've included in the handouts an introduction to what is RTI right from the book. First chapter, first page. I mean, there's a blob on there's a little bit of an explanation here on what it is, but for the most part, the authors of this book assume that at least the tone from the tone I felt they assume that the educator is on board with the RTI system because apparently there is research that shows that in literacy and English and reading that the RTI system has been proven to be effective. Again, the tone was very, very confident that studies show this work, and if this doesn't work, if these interventions doesn't work, then it may imply that the student has a learning disability. It made me feel a little bit uncomfortable. That level of confidence in certain studies which were not. I mean, anyone who's done research would question, well, what were the parameters? What was going on? What was there's so many components to a study. But anyways, let's move on. But I didn't like the tone in general on the on that end. Like I said, I liked that they had an introduction on it, even though it was brief. I would have liked it to be a little bit lengthier on the actual system. It also provides some explicit tactics for Tier 1 instruction. Nice, but because this was a book on mathematics, I was expecting a lot more detail with topics that are difficult for students, topics such as percents, negative integers, something more complex than just number counting or basic multiplication or addition. You know, uh, I found this book to be a little bit too general, and that's why I've given it a 3.5 star. I mean, it, perhaps it should have been lower, but I gave it 3.5 because I learned something, and it inspired me to go and read more about the RTI system because I mean the book was not comprehensive by any means, and it left me confused and wanting to learn more. So that was good, but I felt that a lot of details were missing. There was a lot of focus and emphasis on documentation, and this is when you do the interventions, this is how you record it, but I would have liked to seen certain topics broken down into segments and saying, well, if the student does not understand this, an intervention is required right there and then. That would have been nice. That was missing. There was a lot of focus on once you make the intervention, this is what you do. I would have liked to know when to make the intervention because I think that's the key, right? I mean, if you how do you know as an instructor, are you going too fast? Have you missed that period to make the intervention? So that's what I felt. That's why I gave it 3.5 stars. It was a good read. I mean, it was okay. It was okay. I've included another scanned sheet, which is just to give you an idea of how the book, the approach the book took. These are the forms. It gives sample forms of once the teacher has made an intervention, how they would record it and then follow up on it. Nice, but like I said, it would have been a lot nicer if they broke down topics and they said, well, this is the key in this topic, and they don't have to do all the elementary topics, but just certain ones that students have a little bit of trouble with. So that was RTI in math. Hope you guys enjoyed. Hope you guys found it informational, this video.